My name is Chris Best, and I left my 25-year corporate career to ride motorcycles and tell stories. And today that adventure brings me to a very windy and very cold Chicago, Illinois. But as you can see, that had no impact on the turnout of the annual Toys for Tots motorcycle parade here. By far one of the biggest annual events anywhere in the country, and definitely here in Chicago, Illinois. Well, we got the story behind the big ride and why so many people show up in this freezing cold. I mean, it may not look like it because it's nice and sunny, but my hands are freezing off. Actually rode their motorcycles for 18 miles in this frigid cold to deliver Christmas for countless, hundreds of thousands of kids across the Chicagoland area. That's where this episode of the Biker Dad Show starts, so let's roll.
And across the country, bikers are helping others have a better Christmas.
Just an amazing event here in the Chicagoland area, and that's being repeated all across the country too. We're at the Battleship Memorial Park in Mobile, Alabama, where this is the unofficial kickoff of Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you!
Bikers and Christmas coast to coast.
Merry Christmas.
David Schumann, on behalf of the Motorcycle Safety Lawyers, a proud sponsor of the Chicagoland Motorcycle Parade, Toys for Tots. We thank everybody for coming today and contributing generously to this wonderful cause. No kids should be without a present at Christmas.
Is this thing on? Hello? Hey, everybody.
Hey, how's it going?
Good, how are you, man?
So who are you?
Did he just ask who I am? You know damn well who I am. I'm the Grinch. You see, everybody forgot why the Grinch took all the toys. Did you know why the Grinch took the toys?
I don't remember.
Because you guys don't appreciate them. That's why we're here. We're here to get toys to kids, all the kids that are needy. Some kids ain't needy, but they just want to have fun. That's what we got to do, right? But anyway, we're all here. We all do the same thing. It's all for the kids, right?
In the warmth of giving, by far warms up everything. Well, you know, honestly, just after 45 years after today, it gets better every year. Even meeting people that have a kindred spirit, that is the spirit of giving. It's a item that started out with 7 motorcycles, 3 vans. And whether it's called the challenge or the individual wanting to be that person for a day that they wish they could be all year.
My name's Al Kula from Joliet. Oh, it's for the cause, you know. Great cause. Cold. He was 17 when I left the house, so. I don't know. I can say, I mean, there's been years where it's snowed and you see people here for it.
I'm Sal Garcia. I rode all the way from Bolingbrook to make this great event. I'm with MCN, mainly out of Venezuela, and then we just, travel around.
So,
this is a motorcycle for kids. Kids is fun, riding is a passion. It's a great cause. We just had to do it. Yeah, it's cold. Nobody really wants to get out here in the cold, but it's a good cause, so that's why we're here. Yeah, plus the fact that we love riding.
We do it every year. Last year it was raining, snowing, and we were here.
Oh, it's beautiful. Yeah, it's worth it, man. It's a once-in-a-year thing that if you're a riding kid, you got to do. It's a must. Chicago's a great city. It's a great community. And when it comes to causes, Chicago's always in. And you can,
Thunder Rutzman, Chicago, Illinois. I work for security for the parade, but I'm also involved with the collection, you know, the toy boxes and whatnot. And I've been involved with Toys for Tots about 5 years. I started with the 40th run. This is the 45th. We're collecting toys for year-round purposes. You know, our job just isn't over with the parade. All the toys that are collected here are distributed to shelters, orphanages, kids in need, and that need goes out year-round. So if you're like out of state or something, you still want to support us, reach out to our online store, and buy some of our merchandise. It helps keep the thing going. Well, you've got a lot of diehards here, okay, and there's that Chicago spirit, and you know, just because it's snowing doesn't mean we put the bikes away, at least some of us.
So how many times did your heart grow today?
None. It's cold.
It's cold.
It's cold. It's cold. My heart never shrunk. My heart was gone because people don't realize what Christmas is about. Christmas ain't about a box in a bag. It's about love.
Santa's here, the Grinch is here, the freezing cold is still here, and the bikers are still rolling in. I swear it's been going on for an hour. As you can see and hear, they're still coming in here in Chicago. Just an amazing event here in the Chicagoland area, and that's being repeated all across the country too. Here's a look at some of the other things that bikers are doing across the biker nation. We're at the Battleship Memorial Park in Mobile, Alabama, where this is the unofficial kickoff of Christmas.
I'm Staff Sergeant Joseph Bozeman. I'm this year's Toys for Tots coordinator for Mobile, Alabama. Today we got the Toys for Tots motorcycle ride. It's the kickoff event, the first official Toys for Tots event for this year for Mobile area. I think it's amazing. Anybody that wants to come out and help kids, I mean, every child deserves a little Christmas.
I'm Robbie Reed. I'm the state president for the Leathernecks Motorcycle Club here in Alabama. We can give back to the community and help a kid in need. You know, that means the world to me because there's a lot of kids in the Mobile community that don't have the means to have a good Christmas.
Then one foggy Christmas Eve, Santa came to Theodore, Alabama, asked bikers to guide these toys through a foggy morning on their annual Christmas toy ride, the Caballeros Acero Riding Club. Bikers delivered the toys through the fog to a local community center.
So we've got 52 or 57 children or kids in the community.
On behalf of the biker community, Caballeros Acero, and everybody and what you guys do, we also donated $888 towards you guys. So that's awesome. Hopefully it helps out.
Well, yeah. Thank y'all. That's what this is all about.
In Laurel, Mississippi, bikers not only played Santa, they helped two little kids and took them for the ride of their life as well. 55 miles on their Harley Davidsons to Walmart in Laurel, Mississippi, where they made their day and bought them Christmas. Thanks to my friends at Bounce Routes there in Mississippi for helping these families and for sending this video to the Biker Dad TV show. In the Florida Panhandle, the Florida Gulf Coast chapter of a Bates Toy Run is one of the biggest biker events every year in Pensacola, and this year did not disappoint either. Hundreds and hundreds of bikers, as far as you can see, each with at least one toy strapped to their bike, making Christmas brighter for kids in Pensacola. Bikers across the country are doing what they can to make Christmas brighter for kids everywhere. And in New York City, Toys for Tots is a big deal in the Big Apple too, and Santa called in some backup for his delivery. Members of the state police in New York City teamed up with NYPD to escort the New Jersey Law Enforcement Motorcycle Club Blue Knights to Rockefeller Center to deliver toys for tots and to support other New York and New Jersey police charities. In upstate New York, this motorcycle Santa Claus is literally dashing through the snow. Chris Watson and his merry little elf have actually been riding around Plattsburgh, New York since Thanksgiving, handing out little gifts and spreading cheer. And as you can see, they do it rain or shine or even snow. Plattsburgh is about as close to the North Pole as you can get and still be in the United States. Santa's sleigh is a Euro motorcycle with a sidecar so it can handle all kinds of rough terrain, even sliding around in the snow. Santa and his elf say they're going to do this next year for sure and probably dress up for other holidays too. And bikers are making sure that a very cold Knoxville, Tennessee is a little bit more warm this Christmas. For several years now, the bikers have been doing Meals on Two Wheels, feeding the city's homeless right before Christmas. Bikers have been doing this for years. Sadly, I wasn't able to make it there this year, but I made it last year. Even though I went all over the country last year, it was one of the more memorable biker events that I went to.
A Lexington man is going the extra mile to spread holiday cheer in a very grumpy way. You may have seen him around town every weekend in December. Logan Desmond has dressed up as the Grinch, riding through neighborhoods on his motorcycle. People of all ages follow him for miles, no matter how cold it might be. He just wants to spread joy this holiday season.
There's so much negativity going on in Lexington right now with all the crime, shootings, and everything else. People are scared to get out. It brings a smile to my face just knowing that I'm actually making somebody else's day.
So nice of him to ride around Chevy Chase. He says he plans to also ride around on Christmas Eve, and if you see him, make sure to wave.
Live right here out back of Myrtle Beach, Harley-Davidson, and today is our 13th annual Toy Run Ride, and it is a beautiful day for a great ride today. As you can see, we got riders piling in behind me, we got some Santas piling in, which fun is the name of the game today, all for a great cause, so we love seeing everybody dressed up. One hell of a turnout today. We have close to 1,000 riders registered on social media, so that means that we're going to have hundreds of motorcycles filling this back parking lot here. 100% of the proceeds today, guys, is going to our local Red Cross.
It's Rainey Romero with the lovely law firm. I am here at the office in Myrtle Beach, and we are raring to go today. We've got our December community service with the Salvation Army Angel Tree. We've got our team that's getting ready to go shopping. So Angel Tree program, if you don't know what that is, it's an amazing program that helps children receive Christmas gifts. So we're excited to be able to help and provide that, and we've got our team ready to go shopping. So let's go with them.
Hey everybody, it's Attorney Justin Lovely here. We're taking the day off. We're working in shifts. We're going out. We're going to make sure they have the best Christmas ever. We're getting all the toys that they want, and so when they can open those up through the Salvation Army, through the Angel Tree organization, it's going to be a Christmas they'll never forget.
Now here's the Biker Dad Bike of the Week. Bike of the Week. Bike of the Week.
So 22 Fat Boy here. Harley redesigned the wheels on the Fat Boy yet again this year. Last year they were a solid chunk of aluminum. This year they've got some slots in them, so you don't have to worry about being blown all over the road. And Harley added a lot more chrome to the Fat Boy this year, kind of taking it back a little bit to the Terminator style of the bike. It just doesn't get more classic than a Fat Boy. Harley's also reduced the weight of the bike over the last couple of years. So on the old Softail frame with the twin cams, it was a lot heavier. The front wheel is, or the front tire, excuse me, is definitely fatter than it used to be. Don't ask me specifics, I don't know the exact tire size. And the engine's definitely a lot beefier with the 114 cubic inch motor on there. Big fat 240 rear tire, just adding to the Fat Boy legend. Yeah, it's got a little flare, like a little fishtail almost, to the rear fender. The rear fender has to be substantially wider to house that big tire. The swing arm also had to be wider to accommodate that, so it's going to be different than it would be on any other Softail. Fuel gauge, all going to be in the speedometer there. No dummy cap on the side of the tank this year. Yeah, and this really cool little knob right here helps you to adjust the suspension kind of on the fly. You can do it at a red light, on the go, whatever you need to do to make the ride more comfortable for you. All right, well, so it looks fat. Let's see how fat it sounds.
Our Back on Two stories are brought to you by the Motorcycle Safety Lawyers and the National Academy of Motorcycle Injury Lawyers.
Here, Miss Heels on Wheels from Knoxville, Tennessee. But today we are in Clarksville, Tennessee. I'm actually doing this video to send it back to Biker Dad over in Alabama. I got a story for you back on two. I want you to meet Brian. We just happened to meet him and his lovely wife. They were in a motorcycle accident in 2011. And as odd as it sounds, both of them lost one leg, but it didn't stop them. They got back on their bikes 7 months later. Pure inspiration. Check out Miss, look at that. Look at this. If this happened, I'd have a heel on that one. I tried that.
She tried that. We were on our way home from dinner on a Thursday night. We were going east, she was going west. She ran a red light and did a U-turn and hit us dead center, going pretty fast. So she flew off the bike, Misty did, rolled across 3 lanes, laying on the sidewalk. It broke her femur, crushed every bone in her foot, her ankle, her heel, broke her tibia and fibula. And me and the motorcycle went on top of the car, and she kept going, then she slammed on the brakes, and I flipped over and the bike landed on me, and I slid about 70 feet. The kicker is we got married a month before.
Oh.
So we had been married 1 month when it happened.
Oh my goodness.
But it was, hey, we made it through it.
Yeah, you did.
Could be worse.
and a lot of good came out of this. Not only did
yeah.
you get back on the bike, you have an organization that you support as well.
Yes, I got hooked up with an organization called Amputee Blade Runners. They supply athletic legs for kids that their insurance won't pay for it or don't have insurance. So people don't realize it's a real problem that kids can't get the kind of leg they need because it's considered a luxury item. So what the organization does, once they take a kid in, they'll take care of them until they're an adult. They provide them with running legs, biking legs, swimming legs, just about anything you want to do. And to see the look on these kids' face whenever the first time they get a jump rope or run, sorry.
I know, I can only imagine.
But to be able to see it firsthand and watch, and see how it changes their lives is an incredible thing. We decided we wanted to do something to help. So we put on a ride every year.
You can count on Garza Law for $500.
Oh,
so we're going to ride that. Anybody watching this, I'm going to go ahead and challenge you to get in touch with them. You can contact me, Miss Heels on Wheels. That's with Z's, not S's, my Facebook. If you want to match some of the donations, some businesses, we call all of you out. Let's do something for these kids. So,
everything happens for a reason.
Absolutely.
And we both very much believe that.
Absolutely.
And we've seen a lot of good come out of it. So, when I'm still alive, she's still alive, we're still going.
You have to be
enjoying
thankful.
life. So.
And they're still riding.
This is Biker Dad, brought to you by the National Academy of Motorcycle Injury Lawyers.
Biker Dad is brought to you in Wisconsin by Motorcycle Safety Lawyers. This is Biker Dad, brought to you by the Motorcycle Safety Lawyers and the National Academy of Motorcycle Injury Lawyers. Now, this week's Biker Dad Tech Tip. Biker Dad Tech Tip. All right, this week's tech tip with Harley Master Tech Neil. First of all, happy birthday. I found out it was your birthday yesterday. And, you know, when it comes to birthday candles, there's, you know, you got to suck in some air and blow it out to blow out the candles. And we're talking about air intake in the Harley.
Nice segue there.
Segue.
Okay. Stock Harley filters, air filters, like I say, you want your engine to breathe and perform as well as anything. Average Harley service is every 5,000 miles. In the meantime, your air filter can get pretty dirty. It's a dirty air filter, poor performance, poor fuel economy. Anything else you can kind of pick up. So if I'm going to hand over your mouth, you're not going to have a real great day, are you? No. All right, this is the stock element from Harley is a paper element. Some guys have washed these in the past, had poor results. If you're going to have one to wash, go for a K&N type. So just a little bit of Dawn. It's safe for rubber, for duckies, it's safe for air cleaners. And then once it's all nice and dry, we hit it with some K&N spray. It should be nice and uniform like that. Paper type, kind of like your you would have in your air conditioner or cabin filter in your car, anything like that.
I've had one of those on my bike for almost 10 years now, and it's running the same one.
Like I said, you can clean it a number of times. I think K&N has a 1,000,000-mile warranty, provided you follow their steps and everything. So it pays for it.
That's it for this week's episode of the Biker Dad TV show. It's time for Santa and I to roll out. Santa's got a lot of places to go, and so do I. Real quick question though, am I on the naughty list or the nice list?
That you will discover on December 25th.
That's my birthday too, which Santa knows, of course. So happy birthday to me. Merry Christmas to you. And please look twice for motorcycles. And Santa, what do you want to say?
Merry Christmas to all. Be good to each other.